Parents, here's a very simple exercise I want you to take on this holiday that is going to save you 10 plus years funding the miseducation of your child, the confusion of your child. So stay with me, sit down and relax. We're in class, you're learning. By the way, who am I speaking to? I'm speaking to high achieving parents. You're a successful entrepreneur, business owner, thought leader. And when you look at your kids, you feel like there is something special with them, but you can't tell what it is exactly. And you also hold conviction that, you know what, the school system is not acknowledging what it is. So it is misdirecting, miseducating, confusing your child. It is not helping them to become who they should become, who they are. Does that make sense? It's you exactly I'm speaking to. By the way, I hold that semblance because my kids are not in school. They follow a wealth within methodology. It's purpose-driven education. So stay with me. So what's the exercise? Here's the exercise. I want you to sit down with your child, boy or girl, and tell them, first thing, you know what? You're not going to do any sort of homework this holiday. You know the school system is smart. It holds your child for 3 months and it releases the child back to you just for 2, probably 3 weeks. I'm not so sure about the time because mine are not in school. But let's go with it, 2 to 3 weeks. For you to spend little time with your child so that you release the child back to being brainwashed and miseducated, confused, feed on noise. Makes sense? Stay with me. Here's the exercise. Sit down with your boy or girl and tell them, put homework aside this holiday. You're not going to do any homework. Daddy said so. Mommy said so. Next thing, you're not going to do any activity at home. No cleaning dishes, no going to the garden, no sweeping the compound, no visiting grandies, aunties, etc. You're going to do nothing. Daddy, mommy said so. That's the second thing. Third thing, listen to me. I want you to spend all your holiday doing just that one thing throughout the day until the holiday gets done. One thing, pick one thing you enjoy doing most, you love doing most. Pick that one thing that you don't get tired doing. It's the thing I want you to spend your time doing. That one thing that even when you're not paid, you keep doing extremely perfect. That one thing, pick it. That one thing that if I wake you up 3 a.m., you can do it extremely well and nobody beats you. That one thing that when I position you with somebody who says can defeat you at it, you look at them and you're like, no, I'm good at this. That one thing where nobody can beat you. That one thing that you enjoy, that you feel like it's only time that gets expired, but you feel like you are still energetic doing it. That one thing, it's the one you pick. It's the thing you're going to enjoy, to keep doing this holiday. That one thing that you assume if you had all the money in this world, you would spend all your time doing that one thing. It's the one I want you to pick. It's the one you want your child to pick. Let them do that. And tell them, lastly, at the end of the holiday, 2 things you're going to tell me. Number 1, what have you been doing? So what did you choose? Second, why did you choose that? Parents, whatever your child is going to spend their time doing, guess what? That's their own curriculum. That one thing, no curriculum will ever help them access. Now it's your job. It's your job. Does it make sense? And that's where their power lies. That one thing. So 2 things that you're gonna do once the holiday is getting finished, you've acknowledged the answers from the two questions, what they chose to do and why they chose. Get back to me with the feedback, and this is what is going to happen. We will jump on a 20 minutes call where you will be in position to share with me the feedback, and we shall hold clarity about who exactly your child is. Second, we shall be in position to know what kind of information must your child start to consume. Now there is getting educated, not miseducated. Make sense? Because purpose needs to be fed the right information. That's education for it to be useful. Second thing, we shall get to know what environment must your child start to stay, to live in, so that purpose is nurtured. Make sense? Also, what kind of mentors must your child learn from to nurture purpose? What kind of relationships must your child start to curate so that purpose is nurtured? Makes sense? Next, we shall be in position to introduce your child to a program, 90 days program, that will help your child to attach purpose to a problem. Because purpose is not purpose without a problem. Makes sense? Because no tree eats its own fruits. When purpose is discovered, it's for the benefit of the society, the community. So we need to attach a problem to purpose. So by doing that, the child will be in position to acknowledge a problem of interest. Makes sense? So we align it to purpose, and before you know it all, we shall be in position to have a solution birthed from purpose within the child, not outside, within the child. Second thing that will happen, then business development. Because now we have purpose, we have a solution, we shall allow the child to test the marketplace, so that the child is in position to find people that are willing to pay for the solution. Also, give him money. So real customers. Does it make sense? Before you know it all, the child will now have a real business. Parent, I want to ask you a question. What kind of education are you looking for apart from that? Is there any education you're looking for apart from that one? I bet no. See, that's called the wealth within methodology. I took my kids out of school. Daniela was in baby class. Daniela was in middle class term 2. Dedeko was in baby class term 2. Because I wanted a different test of education for them. I termed it to be a purpose-driven education. An education that is taking them somewhere. An education where we know that is following purpose. Because purpose is destination. Doesn't it make sense? So that is molding them to be creative, assertive thinkers, leaders, producers in the marketplace, not consumers, not followers, not lazy adults with papers called certificates, called whatsoever. Makes sense? But molding CEOs, molding founders. If that is the kind of education you're looking for, take on the exercise. Before you know it all, at the end of the holiday, you realize that school is not a safe place for a child whose purpose is identified. Because it wasn't designed for that. See, we were betrayed by our ancestors. We do not need to betray our descendants as parents today. Whatever you want your child to become tomorrow, you have to nurture it today. And it's not outside your child, it's within your child. So you need to neglect that mentality of choosing jobs, choosing careers, choosing professionals for your children. Because guess what? You are choosing them because they feel safe with you, not with them. You're choosing them because they are socially approved. So you feel like, when my son is a doctor, is an engineer, is an accountant, I'll boss up in the society. That's with you, not with them. Normalize building a skyscraper on what is available and not what is missing. Wanting your child to be a doctor, it is missing, it is far away from the child. What is within the child? Identify it and nurture it, because that's what life gave to your child. That your role as a parent is to multiply, and you let the world give the child whatever fortune you or the child desires. I remain DK. I'm just your boy. Good luck.